Welcome back, guys. Today I'm predicting the 5 most logical Women's Royal Rumble winners and the 5 most logical Men's Royal Rumble winners. So how this is going to work is I'm going to list 5 Women's Rumble winners, possibly Rumble winners, and I'll start with the most logical one first, because you don't want to watch the whole video and then the most logical answer is the number 1 entry, and then I'll leave the last option for maybe a bit of a surprise entry, maybe a bit of a surprise winner, and I'll do exactly the same with the men. I'll list 5 and I'll leave the most obscure one, or my wild card, my dark horse, I'll leave that for the number 5, because I don't want to start with my dark horse, because then what's the use of watching the full video if I'm just going to leave the end for the most likely answer. So let's start off with the woman, and the most likely answer is Charlotte Flair. Whether you like her or not, she's the queen of WWE. Now, she will in all likelihood beat her dad's record, or if you watched my fantasy booking video of John Cena's retirement run, she might beat John Cena's record. Still watch that video. By the way, just a quick caveat, I just have to say this. I'm filming this on Sunday, the 5th of January. So Raw on Netflix has not happened yet. So there could be major shifts in the landscape of things. There could be Rhea could be champion. There could be major shifts. So I'm just letting you know when I'm filming this. I believe the Tuesday after this, my fantasy booking of John Cena's retirement run is coming out, and if you haven't watched that yet, I do book him to win a world championship, as I just alluded to, but it doesn't excuse to not watch the rest of the video, because there's a lot. It ends with a massive surprise that I don't think any YouTuber would book John Cena's retirement run. Anyway, back to Charlotte Flair. Now, if she enters the Rumble, she is the odds-on favorite to win it. And there's so many likely storylines for her to head to Mania, whether it's Nia Jax, whether it's Tiffany Stratton, whether it's Rhea Ripley, whether it's Liv Morgan. She just naturally fits into any storyline. She could work heel, she could work face. I do think she works better as a heel, but beside the point, I do think there's so many natural ways for her to head back to WrestleMania. Next, we've got, she's not currently with the company as of time of recording. Again, she could have made a surprise appearance at Raw on Netflix. I don't know that yet, but that's Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, again, just like Charlotte Flair, they were, and possibly if she comes back, still are the faces of the women's division. Obviously, you've got the likes of, like I said, Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, you've got Liv Morgan, you've got all these faces that emerged, Rhea Ripley, all these faces that have emerged, but still, those two are still a massive draw. Now, Becky Lynch, will she be in the Rumble? I have no idea. Will she be back with the company? I have no idea. But if she's back and if she's in the Rumble, she's a likely winner. Now, she has won a Rumble before, but that was sullied by the fact that she wasn't actually in it. And Finley just like, just go and have a go. It's just, I still love the Rumble. I still love the winner. She was still the best option, but that was just sullying her win slightly. Next, we've got another obvious one, and I don't know if she might be champion as of the time of this video dropping, but as of the time of recording, she is not, and that's Rhea Ripley. Now, Rhea Ripley has, of course, also won a Rumble, so most of these that I'm listing, the top 3 so far I've listed, all have won Rumbles, and they're all likely options to win a Rumble again. And I do think that Rhea Ripley, she's going to remain at the top of the card for a very, very long time. Now, like I said, Liv Morgan might not be champion anymore, but there is a natural storyline for her to go to WrestleMania if she loses against Liv Morgan with some shenanigans, or if she beats Liv Morgan with some disqualification, something like that, doesn't win the championship. There's a natural storyline for her to progress to WrestleMania for the championship against Liv Morgan, and I do think if she's not already, I do think that WrestleMania could be the time when she dethrones Liv Morgan. That's if some of my other plans do not come to fruition. Then we have Jade Carill. Whether you like her in-ring ability or not, she is on the up. Jade Carill will be a WrestleMania main eventer one day. I don't know when that is. Will it be this year? I don't know. And I think she's just, her stock in WWE is just going to grow and grow and grow. There's obviously the distinction between her and Bianca Belair. I do think she's naturally going to be a better heel than a face. So I do think if anybody turns, it's finally like the complete breakup of them. I know there's been a lot of stuff that's happening, but if they finally completely break up, I do think Jade needs to be the one to turn heel, and she's got every possibility to win the Rumble. Maybe even chuck out Bianca Belair, and that's where everything happens. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Then this is my dark horse, my wild card, my entry that I don't think anybody else is even thinking about. That's Raquel Rodriguez. Now again, this is filmed before that first episode. Now, if Liv is still champion, and I've been saying this for a long time, I would love to see Raquel turn on Liv. Now, what better is it to have Raquel win the Rumble, and then Liv's like, are you going to go after Tiffany, and then we can both be champions, and we can rule the entire world with my dom and blah, 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 whatever. And then Raquel just turns and says, I'm facing you. And that will get a massive pop, because I do think those two, they work well together. Raquel being the bodyguard, Raquel being the Diesel of the Shawn Michaels. I do think they work well together, but ultimately those things are made to be broken up. And what not better for Raquel to win the Rumble and then just face Liv at Mania. Again, she might not be champion, but I can only speak for when I'm filming this. Then for the men's side, this is my fantasy booking of John Cena. He wins the Rumble. That's the most logical option. He goes on to face Cody at Mania, the former face of the company versus the current face of the company. The story writes itself. It can be face versus face. Cody can maybe lean onto a little bit of heel tactics, but it can just be face. It can just be a passing of the torch. Well, the torch is already in Cody's hand, but you guys get what I'm saying. It can just be a respect match more than anything else. And that's the most likely option. It's John Cena. The second most likely option is The Rock. Why would The Rock win? To face Cody, or to possibly even face Roman if Roman somehow dethrones Cody before Mania. The Rock is a very big possibility. I believe that The Rock versus Cody, that is money, because there is significant unfinished business between the two of them. So that match is money. Next one, it's CM Punk. One of the only things that's missing from CM Punk's resume in WWE is just main eventing WrestleMania. He's faced Undertaker, and some might say that is the main event, but I'm old school belief that the main event is the match that goes on last. So CM Punk, he needs to main event at WrestleMania for him to have satisfied his career goals. And a way to main event WrestleMania is simply you win the Rumble, and Punk is a definite. Last year, when it was him and Cody in the finals, I knew it was going to be Cody, but I genuinely thought, could it be Punk? Now, obviously he had his injury and all of that, so it's a good thing he didn't, but I think this year could be his year. Then another likely option is Roman Reigns. He could possibly win the Rumble, go after Cody. Cody could work heel, Roman could work face, and we can have the shifted dynamics that we have from WrestleMania 40. We can have the role reversal, as it were, and I do think that that's also a very likely option. And then for the men, my dark horse, I was between two, and I'm just saying that the other one I was really thinking of is Brock Lesnar, but I went a different route. My dark horse is Jacob Fatu. He's currently, in my opinion, the MVP of the main roster. Everything Jacob Fatu does is just pure gold. And I do think he's going to rise to the top. Is he ready yet? I don't know. But I would love to see if he's ready or not. So those are my predictions for the Royal Rumble, the top 5 women, the top 5 men. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your top 5 women and your top 5 men. Our lists are probably going to be fairly similar. Anyway, I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. Until next time.